Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Glendale. DJ Dallas now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Murray now going to throw to open. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. Now, Murray on the bootleg. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Play action. It's Murray. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high-percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
That thrown short, caught by Ryman. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. The open man is Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's the gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll take it on in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Sim. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
The tight end Fant in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 7-3. So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Murray keeping it himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Pass right side, that's Ryman. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Complete to Michael Wilson. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Murray now on 2nd down. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
come up to 3rd and 3. To throw again is Murray. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain. If he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Walker. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Josh Sweat there on the tackle.
The tackle by number 47. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll go play action with Darnold. That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling.
Again, a 3-yarder. It's now 4th down.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. Greg Dortch deep to return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Murray now. He's got his man. It's Harrison. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
He just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing again is Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Murray. And that is incomplete, but a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 on the Seahawks 30-yard line.
So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. They face 2nd down and 7. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, the drive begins with Connor. He'll push forward for about a yard. Julian Love brings him down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Connor. Up the sideline at the 35. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run for this with Connor. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's an Arizona first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Second down, Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. It's his 3rd and 2.
Murray will throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it, and it's Connor. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down, all three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Murray now off the bootleg. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch, and that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection, and they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
This is a give to Connor, running right. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Murray now on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Seahawks scoop it up. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Once again, it's Walker. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up third and 3.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
They'll go play action with Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Buda Baker with the coverage defensively, able to break that one up.
Nice play there by the defender, able to get his hand up on that ball and break up the pass. And frankly, if he's able to come down with that catch, he'd be playing offense.
On second down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
On third and long, here's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll go again here to Connor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
A give, running right, it's Connor. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Going to work Connor in the middle here. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Running here is Connor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. Here's Connor.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
The Cardinals line up for a punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead.
The Seahawks take over.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And now you really have to get into your full-speed 2-minute mode, Mike. After that conversion brings up a fresh set of downs, you've got to go, and you've got to go fast.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. To throw again is Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. One final play. He gets that to his big target fans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down. So it's a win for the Cardinals. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.